Inoka continuing from other end. We have been talking about producing high quality cricket pitches. We have to give credit to Mr. Tony Hemming, the head of staff management of Bangladesh Cricket Board. Since he has joined the panel, we have seen ample amount of runs in the domestic circuit. I can remember the tournament which was featured the local cricketing stars, the Odommo Cup, where in the mega final we saw the Duronto side featuring the national stars. They scored more than 200 runs, and in reply, it was the second tier team of Bangladesh featuring the second tier cricketers. They were also uplifting their skills and showing the best possible display of their characters. How caution being applied by the batter. 3-dot ball the trot.
Yes, we've recently seen the evolution of the kind of wickets that are being produced in Bangladesh. This time she finds the gap. This will run away for the boundary. Exactly the kind of ball that Shupta was looking for. Raised away to 48.
That is a cracking cover drive in between two fielders. She finds the gap. She finds the gap with perfection. That ball goes away for a boundary. Sharmin Shupta moves on to 48 of 61 deliveries, too short of her half century. Inoka on this particular delivery, she tried to toss it up, trying to purchase the turn, beat the batter within the turn, but somehow making the room for herself. She finds the gap with perfection.
Should they have protection in the deep, in the offside? That is my question here. Again, tempting the batter to go. Usually, for a left-arm spinner, we see protection in the deep in the offside. Since the ball is turning out, she's pitching it outside off, so it's a bit of a surprise that they don't have protection over there.
I think for that, they need to bring up mid-on up into the 30-yard circle. Right now, free license for the batters. There is no mid-on in place. Picks up the single. Well, it's 1-1-2 for 3 after 25. It's all about building partnerships when you are playing one-day internationals, because that is the very crucial stage of the game, the mid-overs. 4 fielders are outside the 30-yard circle, so you have ample amount of options to rotate the strikes. And that is a habit, building up partnerships. By the grace of Sharmin Shupta and Shobana Mustari, Bangladesh is able to have a partnership of 78 runs. This time jammed away in between two fielders. That is going away. The fielder gives up the chase. That's a boundary.
This is momentum being built by Bangladesh. Raises her bat. That big thumbs up. Sharmin Shupta, you've done it once again. 53 of 64. Leading the charge. 9 boundaries. A strike rate of 82.81. She's been the aggressor from ball number 1, finding the middle of the bat, and she's played all around the park, which has been the best feature about this innings.
That is a good shot. She has been playing a dual role, Sharmin Shupta. She has been the stabilizer, and also she's taking on the bowlers whenever there is a loose ball on offer. Right now she reaches onto 53 of 65 deliveries, scoring 9 boundaries. That is the way to play one-day international cricket. Nilakshika, some pace on offer by Sri Lanka, but that is not working for them.
They tried to take the template out of Ritu Moni's bowling performance, the slow medium pace of hers, bagging herself 3 wickets when Bangladesh were bowling through the middle overs. She's a decent bowler, Nilakshika. Probably not pitching it in the right areas often enough. And as you see, a lot of changes being made every other ball in the field. Hasini Pereira should be a bit concerned. They're not being able to stop the flow of runs. They have to be desperate to pick up a wicket and break this partnership. This is taking away the game. Could be a historic win for Bangladesh. They've played 5 times previously. 1 was washed out, the other 4, 1 with a no result, and the 3 others being won by Sri Lanka, the most recent one in the World Cup thriller. They won the game by 7 runs, so this would be the first time Bangladesh beat them in a women's ODI. Full again with a straight bat. This is excellent from Sharmin.
I think from Sri Lanka's point of view, sometimes you need to do something fancy. Whenever you're playing on this kind of surface where the condition is getting better by time for the batting side, sometimes you need to do something out of the box. You cannot always rely on the basics. Maybe some cross seamers. Nilakshika has been very much conventional. Once again, similar pattern, similar approach, and very well focused by Sharmin Shupta, placing the ball towards mid-wicket. Not too much hurry.
হ্যালো বন্ধুরা, আপনি কি কখনো লাখপতি হবার কথা স্বপ্নে ভেবেছেন? তাহলে এটি হতে পারে আপনার জন্য সুবর্ণ সুযোগ। আমাদের গেমটি ডাউনলোড করার পর প্রথম 5
Went for that block hole. The batter still managed a single. Very good over for Bangladesh. After 26, it's 119 for 3.
That has been the match summary. Winning the toss, deciding to bat first, Sri Lankan women, they were able to manage 205 runs on their card by the grace of Hansima Karunaratne, a wonderful half century on offer, scoring 54 of 71. Himesha Dulani followed her, scoring 52 of 77. But after that, it was all the brilliant effort came all together by the Bangladeshi bowlers. Right now, they're having a very good partnership. Shobana Mustari and Sharmin Shupta. It's all about the execution in the middle. Whatever they are trying to do, it's a combination of skills and also the patience. One thing I must mention, when you are playing one-day cricket, it's not always you have to take charge on the bowlers. You have to be very much calculative. You have to go through the pace of the game, and that is what these 2 batters are trying to do. Shobana Mustari net to get a half century, right, Purvis?
And I think she's making it look pretty easy. She had a great 2025, followed up with the 2026 exploits when Bangladesh went for the qualifiers in Nepal. It's a top run getter in that tournament, more than 200 runs. So she's been doing well in right ball cricket. Again, frees up her front leg. Sharmin Shupta, her go-to cover drive, finds the fielder.
I think they have been always trusting on their strengths, and also they're very much aware about their weakness as well, the Bangladeshi batters, because every time the bowlers tossing the ball up, inviting the batters to go down the ground, but they're withdrawing themselves of playing those kind of shots. That's good cricket, playing it square. There was a fielder installed in deep square, picks up the single well. The scoreboard keeps ticking.
Just 86 needed for Bangladesh now to win this game. Ample amount of deliveries in hand. So the onus is all up to Sri Lanka. The ball is in their court. They'll have to do something now to fetch some sort of a mistake from the batters, or else at the pace that Shupta and Mustari are going, they might make it look easy in the end.
From Sri Lanka's point of view, sometimes you need to be a bit more attacking in nature because they had their times during their batting. They had a couple of big partnerships, but it was the game plan of Nigar Sultana Jyoti. I saw the combination between Nigar Sultana Jyoti and Nahida Akhtar. Nahida Akhtar was not bowling on the defensive line and length, but she was enforcing the batter to free their arms. The ball kept a bit low, getting the toe end of the bat. But what I'm trying to mention that Sri Lankan spinners, they have been very much conventional, maintaining the test line and length, not enforcing the batters to free their arms, not taking the risks. But when you are playing on this kind of surface, you have to wait for the mistakes of the batters as well. This time a bit wide. Sharmin Shupta played with soft hands, could not find the gap on that occasion. Dot ball to finish the over. It's 1-1 for 3 Bangladesh women.
Lakshika is back. First 3 overs going for 15. Still bowling from the commentators' box end. Needs the bat. Haven't seen that often.
I think they have lack of variations on their card. The Sri Lankans, they do not have any wrist spinner to offer. They have the conventional left-arm orthodox spinners, and they have a doubly medium pace bowler in the form of Nilakshika. She has already bowled 3 overs. Hasn't really yet to make an impact.
Yes, and I think Bangladesh have really poured the fruits of trying out different variations and giving them opportunities. At one point, Bangladesh had 3 right-arm leg spinners. 2 of them played today. Fahima was not selected in the 11. It was Rabia and Shorna on show today. Haven't seen something similar from Sri Lanka. It's a slower one, probably a back of the hand delivery, showing her array of variations there, Nilakshika.
I think that might hurt. That has hurt her on the process of playing that shot. Maybe she has a cramp on it. Yes. She's being helped by the wicketkeeper of Sri Lankan side. Shobhana Mustari, she's been good. She's been very much proactive, leaning forward and going to her back foots. So that really hurts when you are playing on under certain conditions, which is very much hot and humid, and you have your gloves, pads, girds and helmets on. So that is really difficult for the batters to perform for a very longer period of time under this kind of weather. I was observing the weather conditions. The temperature has been 33 degrees Celsius right now. Feeling light, 38, 39. And under this kind of conditions, it's very normal that the cramps might come, and you need to keep yourself very much hydrated. Even if you were a commentator like our fellow commentator Mr. Alif Tasnim, he's always very much keen to keep himself hydrated.
Yeah, that's a very good habit to have. And just having a look at the batting summary here, just in front of us, it was a new combination, a debutant and someone who was making a comeback, Sharmin Sultana and Huraira Firdaus. That did not work well. Bangladesh at one point 5 for 2. From there on, initially good partnership. Took on to the bowlers, was the aggressor in the initial stages and helped Sharmin Akhtar Shukta out as well. And at the moment, both of them batting with a similar sort of tempo. They've got a few batters still left. Ritu Muni yet to come. Sharna Akhtar, another exciting talent. Rabia Khan can bat and she showed it in the ICC Women's World Cup. There are a few more to come for Bangladesh. Looking in a good situation here. This is a 3-match Women's ODI series played at the Rajshahi Divisional Cricket Stadium. A very unique day for Bangladesh cricket if you consider both the men's and women's senior national teams playing in different venues on the same day. Looks like Subhana Mustari is in a lot of trouble. A stretcher being taken out as well. This doesn't look good. Will be a very sad ending to this partnership that was blossoming. Could have been the one that gives Bangladesh their first ever Women's ODI win against Sri Lanka.
So right now, bad news for Bangladesh. Shobana Mustarish is being carried away out of the field. She had a mighty cramp on the route to play the previous shot she played towards cover. We were mentioning about the extreme heat, the extreme humid condition here in Rajshahi Divisional Cricket Stadium. The month of Boishakh is going on. It's very much dry out there. Shobana Mustari, she's been batting for a long time. She was very much well set in. That is a mighty blow for the Bangladeshis. Shobana Mustari is being carried away with a stretcher. She was batting at 41 of 56. They were having a partnership of 87 runs of 111 deliveries. So that is really a mighty blow for Bangladesh. They were having a momentum and it was the high time to capitalize on that particular momentum. But all of a sudden, they have to start afresh. New batter into the middle, Sharna Akhtar. Very unfortunate for Bangladesh. Going down the leg side, and it's a gift. It's a gift on offer by the Sri Lankans. The way Shobana Mustari was I'm talking about the reaction of Shubhana Mustari, the way she just laid down. I think she needs serious medical attention. She's been taken over by the medical staffs